So this is the next in a series of tips about helping return the mind to balance when we've received news that we were not expecting, that has caused us disturbance, that we feel, disconnected and worried, afraid of the consequences, and we're thinking, and everything's gone out of its normal place. Everything, it's like the snow dome has been turned upside down. Everything's just falling all over the place and we're getting disorientated and worried. So we talked before about warmth. So important. The experience of change is often cold, and a cold shock, a dry shock, so we want to use warmth. Another thing that we can really use to support the body and mind coming back into balance when we've received a disturbance is to focus on creating and returning to our routine and schedule. So when we've experienced all this change and disturbance, what really supports the body-mind to come back to balance is our normal schedule, a supportive schedule and routine every day. So as soon as you can, try to return to your daily routine of getting up at the particular time that's right for you, of eating your meals at a regular time, the same amount that you normally would, doing light exercise as you normally would in your routine, and going to bed early and getting plenty of rest. So at a time of this disturbance, it's a good time to avoid those extra things that stretch us out of our routine. So maybe it's not going to be going out after work a couple of nights a week, or maybe it's not the time to stay up late and catch up on your series and watch 4 or 5 episodes all in a row. We want to just really do what we can to bring that regular rhythm back, because it really supports the mind that yes, and the body, that everything's on schedule, because the body likes to know what's coming. So it can anticipate, oh yes, I'll be having lunch at this time, so I'm going to get my digestive juices ready for that, and I'll be sleeping at this time, so I'm going to start shutting down the systems, before that, getting ready for bed. And when there's a lot of variation in those times of eating and sleeping, the body gets out of sync with what we're doing, and then systems are turned on that don't need to be, or they're turned off and we turn them on. So really respecting the routine. And it's a little bit, like that spinning top that when it's spinning, when you first set a top spinning, it really spins efficiently straight up and down. And then it begins to wobble and it starts moving erratically and it runs out of energy and, topples over and falls. And what can happen is that piece of news kind of starts to rock the spinning top. What the schedule and the routine does is put that top back on its central axis. So the routine and schedule helps return the top to the central efficient axis. Whereas when we're disturbed because of this piece of news that's changed our expectation, if we add more disturbance to that, so that is more changes in the time that we would normally eat, more changes in the time that we would normally sleep, more changes in the number of hours that we would normally sleep, that just encourages the top to be even more erratic and to lose energy even faster and to collapse even faster. So schedule and routine is like the rhythm of the music. If we can get back to that rhythm, we're supporting the body and mind back to that central efficient axis, and we feel more centered and grounded. So when we're experiencing disturbance, we want to favor routine.